he became busted. So characters got a little more representation in the later years for sure, but he's always had top representation just because of people like Meister, who's always been around, and now you got the main man.
Yeah, now you got Mia, right?
Yeah, holding it down.
Definitely holding it down. So
all right, but here we go. We're gonna see if Blahfus can hold it down this time around. I think it's going to be a relatively patient matchup, all things considered. You don't really get anything crazy off that bucket because explosive flame hits multiple times, so it's just one of those things that you still throw out and just have at some point in time. Anyway, so more often than not, if he does get the full bucket, he'll probably just throw it away immediately.
yeah, no, for sure. So, but right now, yeah, like you said, it's definitely going to be a patient neutral for both sides, just because they both have the ability to just do a ton of damage or kill off of one interaction. So you're going to see them both play a lot safer, especially Game & Watch, who's relatively light, could definitely die to some setups right here. So yeah, grid stuff right there, gets some bucket value here. Can you let it rip though? I mean, falling there into the bucket, I feel like is one of the ones that we see a lot. Some people decide to,
he just threw it. He was like, yeah, let me just get it out of here. Trying to cover a lot. It does cover a lot of space. And the 9, you showed your hand. You gotta die for it. Yeah. I think even on this, like the weaker buckets, that is still like some utility you get out of bucket. It is a very big hitbox. Regardless of how strong the actual bucket is, the hitbox is the same. So you just kind of, you cover a lot of space.
Yeah, for sure. Good get off me tool. If you bucket the right thing, it gets you a kill. So yeah, definitely good stuff right here. Can we find? Yeah, that's the classic.
Wow. Okay.
Gonna die. Center stage. That's really close. F tilt at the ledge might start being a factor. Other than that, other than like F tilt at the ledge or just like up smash anywhere, and up smash even in this matchup can be sort of a commitment too. So not really in a kill position situation for Blahfus right now. So
I think it's hard for Game & Watch too, because Game & Watch again in this match in particular, I feel like probably can't just drift out there and try to line up a back here. I'm just gonna warp past you. So like you got to worry about that as well. But yeah, definitely is in kill percentage, at least for like a raw smash of any type. But I don't know about these aerials right now. My man is struggling to find his way. Forward air near the edge, yeah, I can see it doing it too, but from the middle of the stage, probably not.
Yeah, and this is the name of the game, right? Just because, like, Palu just outranges Game & Watch so well. Like you're noticing that, every 5 moves that Blahfus does, it's one side move. Like, he has to do a lot just to get in, and good right there. Able to actually get, some value out of that bucket. And that stock is actually kind of important. The percent's not too bad just because Game & Watch can rack it up pretty quickly.
Right.
If you find one grab or you find one falling area as well.
Ooh, okay. Up and off the top. Get him out of here.
Yeah. Remember at the beginning of the game when everyone was complaining about how broken Game & Watch Downer is? Paulo, one of the few characters that's like, nah, I don't really care about it.
Man, the hitbox on that is just, it makes sense, obviously, when you look at it, but like, damn, like, can't believe that's what we gave her. So
what's that key made out of?
Yeah.
Is it made out of like diamonds, stainless steel, the sharpest knives out there,
Now that we got, now we got actually diamonds in the game, it do feel like it do hit like a diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond back here just up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Real.
All right, we're stepping. Look at that. Zai is going. He is committed to. I'm not actually playing this game with you. Like everything you do is approaching. I'm chilling.
I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I'm out of there. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, this is basically how it goes. Because again, it's like, ooh, if that buried, that would have been potentially an early kill if you could find maybe another option after the berry. Not able to get anything. Yeah, you just want to throw it out. Like you said, covers a lot of space, but Zion nowhere near it. Still gets some more bucket, more stacks. Still not able to find anything though. This is tough to watch. Just because Game & Watch is such a good character and has high damage output. It can definitely reverse some kills. But what are you gonna do if Palutena is just like, you know what? I'm not letting you get in. It's
a slow burn too, man. It's like there's a lot of action going on. It's one because obviously Z is not going to fight, but he's still managing to get the whip punish that he needs and a lot of damage just from any of the mistakes that Blahfus is making. Blahfus on the other side is fighting ghosts. I mean, he's just throwing out whatever he can. There's just nothing but hitboxes coming out. Like he's fighting his inner demons or something.
Yeah, he's fighting all the Ghost Riders and then all these distractions. Yeah. I was like, hey man, what are y'all doing? What the? But can you find the kill finally? Like at this point, you do got to get the kill. Remember, Game & Watch does have options to get really early kills. Explosive flame here potentially? Yeah, there it is. this is, yeah. Explosive Flame, if you get caught lacking one time, or maybe a dash attack if you're not expecting it, you know, and then if you overcommit, that's definitely grab range. It's exactly what Zai is looking for. That's why you don't see Zai approach a whole ton. But right now, Blahfus finally finds something right here. Ledge trap could set up. Oh, unfortunate. Had it right, but just not the correct spacing in order to do it.
I think that, like, he wanted him to actually probably miss that that bacon too. Like, I feel like that last bit of bacon probably caught the tail and so popped her up.
Yeah.
And like, if he wanted the berry at least, I think even without the berry, he probably should have got the side hitbox to take. But yeah, this is just. It's just rough, bro. Like, you don't have a KO throw either. Not for a long time. You got to be at, like, 300. Okay. Yeah. Get up attack this time around to get through. Yep. But Zai on the other side. Oh, the expansion. Domain expansion on him. Oh, no.
Yeah, and that match was at 1.5 minutes left.
Yeah, well.
So, you know, that is the Zai classic. Like, he is ready to camp anyone and everyone out.
It's time for Blahfus to write a diss track himself, bro. 927 in Round Rock. 927 in Round Rock. Write it right now, bro. Jeez. What was that? a minute and 11 on Smash on Small Battlefield.
I don't have it off the dome. Like, I wanted to make a water joke sliding at the Kalahari joke as a bar, but I can't do it. I can't do it.
He's gonna have to, bro. He's gonna be sliding out of his pools real quick. I mean, he's gonna be sliding out of this bracket real. We're right if you can't figure this out, but it really is. This is just the matchup and the player, really. The player is not willing. You got to get the lead on him one, and the player is not willing to even play like there's a lead to be established already at the beginning. We're 0-0. He's like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Lead established.
Yeah, knows what the game plan is. Knows that, you know, he can just relax and, you know, find a hit here and there, and then eventually find the stock. But that's a really good opening right now from Blahfus right now. Can he find something else here? He needs one of these down smashes to actually bury. He's been getting really unlucky and just not getting the right hitbox with the bacon setup into the chair. Siéntate, sit.
All right, man. He's definitely sitting down, bro. Sit down and stay down. Hold up.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's so good, too. So that Nair can cross up as well, and that can make it really difficult, but that down air out of shield kind of just covers everything, too. So that, you know, good awareness from Zai. You know, I feel like there aren't really any Game & Watches in Louisiana, but, you know, I feel like, you know, Zai does feel like he's very proficient in this matchup, too.
Yeah. I think straight up, though, it's nice to see him actually being able to grab a lead, but I think this is just going to be how the matchup plays. Whoever gets this lead is allowed to play, for lack of a better term, like the asshole of this set. I'm chilling. You have to come to me now, and it seems like both of them are actually having a hard time approaching the other when the other has a lead. I would think that Palutena could probably do a little bit of a job because of all these disjointed hitbox, especially with like just back air pressure in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, he managed to find himself an up air. Still though, straight up a full stock down against Game & Watch, unfun. Yo, who are you?
Okay, so there was one Game & Watch combo on a Wii Fit trainer floating around Twitter for about 6 months, about a year ago, 2 years ago. Blahfus is the one that orchestrated it. He does have those combos when he does find the right hits.
I think it was time to drop a 9, bro. He set that up perfectly. Just to, like, we're at the edge. Just see if you could do it, you know?
Yeah, drop a 9, drop a 10 out of 10 diss track, though.
Yeah,
you know?
We still need that.
Yeah, we're waiting. We need the response. We need the response. But can we find something? And like you said, you know, this is the situation where, you know, Blahfus has the lead, doesn't really need to approach a whole lot, can kind of just wall out Zai here, able to get, you know, that up B and then immediate back here, you know, just in case, you know, Zai wants to, you know, go up there and try to punish, you know, those up Bs out of shield for sure, so.
Okay.
Yeah, good weight right there. So far, so good. At this point, oh, good mix-up right there. Just kind of waiting and then just committing to that grab. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's the Gimmer tech, bro. Yeah, he's just like, you know what? I'm just bouncing on your shield. Like, I know I could come down with the hitbox, but if I just keep bouncing, you're wasting shield health. I am not going to get shield grabbed for something. It works.
I was like, what is he cooking? What's he got cooking up for us?
I was like, he's at trampoline, no panic, though. I don't need, like, no emergency. I'm good.
Yeah, and that falling there, that last hitbox too, really good at kind of propping up as well. At this percent, it props you up high enough to where, oh, careful, but still, he was a mashing job. He's like, let me get out of here real quick.
I gotta go. Oh, okay. Spray and pray. Ooh. All right, we're at 163 though. I mean, this is a lot. Oh, okay. Luckily, he did have to block the backside of that. We're on borrowed time, and we still have a whole other stop to get off, even if we were able to get this one dash attack. Very light character. Oh, yeah, the key to victory every time.
Key to victory for sure. And what a response, you know, basically just got gate kept out the entire first game, and then second game, you know.
He said, I like that. That's actually that's a good strategy. Let me do it.
That's a good strat. Let me steal that real quick.
Like, my man, like that was some cell games type stuff, bro. He was like, wait, that guy's strong. Like, yoink. Come with me, bro.
But 1-1, you know, for all intents and purposes, now we're at a best of 3 basically, you know. You're going to look to want to win this game. I forget who talked. I think you might have said this before, but this game 3 is so important.
The flex game.
The flex game, exactly. Yeah. You get that stage counter pick game 5, even if you do drop game 4. But you know, running it back on PS2, we didn't start PS2, but the last 2 games, including this one, have been on PS2. We might potentially see that as well for the rest of the set.
Yeah. No, the flex game. I mean, like every game is important, obviously, but there's just something about
Careful.
Wait. Okay, I think he's probably going to drift back. I just wasn't sure. I was like, how far does that teleport go? Unfortunately, though, locked out. Now trying to, like, you know what? Take the breakfast with you. But we're still doing good on the damage. That was a very good start here from Blahfus one more time. Trying to step back out the way, but no. Zai now trying to just get something to go for him. I think this is probably the real issue. It's probably why he has to play like this. Zai has to establish a lead very early. I do think that, like, now that I'm looking more at this, if he's not attacking with the perfectly spaced back airs, yeah, it's very easy for Blahfus to keep continuously playing the game that he wants to play.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw that early up air as well, just in case Blahfus wanted to just immediately throw down with the key. A little bit early on that high, potentially could have been a really early stock that could have, you know, he could have just stolen. But gets the trump right here, though, doesn't find a follow-up after. Yeah, this is a situation where, you know, like you said, he has to kind of play perfect in this situation, play really spaced out. But now we're getting into the situation where if Game & Watch can't find this kill, you know, Palutena will probably find it a little bit sooner if you give her enough footing, and then the camp game starts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, right here, I mean, probably not at this exact percentage, but yeah, this is definitely like a, we get maybe one more neutral air, and then it's back air percentage, or even up air percentages if he catches them in the skies. Yo! Okay, this is good enough right here. Definitely catch him in the skies, up air. Should be enough, very light character. Still jumping around, though, trying to get the setup into it, that down tilt. Nope, just going to get eaten up by the turtle.
Yeah, finally finds that. Finally finds it right there, though. It did take a while. It did take a lot of damage, right, compared to how he had started off at the beginning of the game. But now, kind of in a situation where, ooh, yeah, that's really good. You're not going to die, though, just so close. And I was about to say, we're not really seeing explosive flames out of Zai anymore. Oh, okay.
Okay, I see you.
Maybe the air dodge read into a 9. You know, a little bit of a better player and a little bit of luck. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was, yeah, very, very opportune still. Not even enough with the up throw. Man, the ground hitbox, he's just getting thwarted every way in the most unfortunate ways. That was a perfect time to look for the dash attack to get that stock. Can't even get it off of the forward air either. Yo, it looks so funny because the screen freeze, they go nowhere.
Yeah.
Step back.
Yeah. Step back 3?
Yeah, there it is. That's the...
Oh, good air dodge. You're able to air dodge through it and then get that grab. Unfortunately, you can't really find a follow-up. Finally, though, gets that. You know, it's so funny when you get to comically high percents, and then like something that you don't really expect to kill, just like super kills. Like, it's always funny to see that too. So, but Blahfus having a lead after Zai had such a dominant game 1. Blahfus looking to repeat that same performance twice in a row to go up 2-1. Doesn't need to take the stock. Once he takes the stock, he doesn't take a ton of damage. That potentially could be a seal off to game number 3.
Man, that was actually a crazily well-spaced nair because I thought he was just going to get straight up down here right there, but he got the back tail end of it, so he already moved his hurt box forward past it. Either way, though, as you were saying, yeah, this is we got to get some damage here on the stock before we lose it. Potentially even just take the stock, and I think Zai's back in the driver's seat. It definitely looks very hard for Blahfus, and as Blahfus is making it very hard for Zai to even do that. And ever since we haven't seen Zai in the driver's seat, just looking like a hard hit. Looks like this matchup is just absolutely flipped.
Yeah. So far,
okay.
Zai, oh, that doesn't kill. That would have been really huge. That would have been really huge for sure.
That still no. Okay, living barely.
I'm getting tricked left and right.
Okay, you're definitely not living that. Yeah.
That was a good setup. That's actually cool. I like seeing the bacon setups when it confirms it to something else other than forward tilt. You know what I mean?
It feels very like, you know, checkmate in that situation. You know, when like there's already bacons past your head, and then he's still throwing them, and you're like stuck on the ledge. All right, I got him GGs. If I roll in, I'm probably dead. Yo, that was a very opportune up air. Yo, I like the idea though.
That would have been a way to end it 100%, just to take that lead in this set. That potentially we could be here for the long haul too. So definitely both players playing very methodical, trying to find situations to, for lack of a better term, cheese each other. But you know, they're still playing pretty methodical and really thinking about how their approach options are. So
we just so we just need one more. Just try it again, bro. But hit a 9 this time.
Yeah, do it.
For the boys.
Do it for the vlog.
Okay. He hit a 6 earlier. We call him 6'9" God.
No. Oh, no.
Freak ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, no.
Ooh, scoops right there.
No chance. Okay.
You heard that
Someone popped off for him, yo.
Oh, okay.
That is a good comeback because, again, like as I said, the game was looking unfun.
Yeah.
Unfun for him for sure.
Yeah, got that early-ish kill with the up air. You know, when Zai is already in the air and still has a jump, Blahfus needs to be really careful with that down air because that's enough time for Zai to just set up the up air, which is kind of what happened that second stock, and then just got scooped at the end. Really unfortunate, and yeah, that flex game going to Zai, and this is going to be a situation where Zai, even more so now, does not need to approach.
Yeah. You know, at this point in time, yeah, no, it's really just, it seems like you can also kind of play your chill game, even on the back foot, but maybe like, let's not get so far on the back foot. Like, that's the real issue right there. Like, we're getting pretty far down in these games where it just becomes super scary in general. We're getting some nice damage here from Blahfus, though. Has not been touched yet. Yo. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna need whoever's yelling to chill real quick.
Yeah.
just chill. Wait till the set's over.
That was a perfect stock, bro. Like, he actually did not get hit at all until the second stock. This is not the way you want to start the game. That could have potentially put you, you know, forward and into the next day already.
Yeah, and this is losers. So this is you're fighting for your life here. I think that's why they're playing a lot even more defensively because you know this is do or die.
Yeah,
so.
bro. Yeah, I heard they were running at everybody in Winterside. That's what I heard. That's just what I heard. You know, I can't confirm. I didn't watch the matches, but yeah, they were playing. It was literally hold forward the game until they were like, wait, I could lose the rest of my life. So
yeah, hey, absolutely. It was like I just heard about it. You know, I wasn't there.
I wasn't there, but take my word for it though. Anyway, all right. We got a lot of damage being racked up here on to Zai yet again, who has only put 73 onto Blahfus. Yeah, can't get out there and get that back air.
Yeah, especially if you DI out and you buffer the jump out, then yeah, just make it really hard for Zai to get anything.
Still not enough.
Yeah,
crazy.
Quick little smooch to the blast zone. You know, I said I'll be right back probably. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, you know, we'll see which blast zone he actually goes to. Does he commit or not, bro?
Yeah, that's true, right?
Oh, that was actually a little, man hit the wave dash away from that. Like, hold up.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah, clean little wave land, but no, easy with it. Another forward air, and yeah, this looking like this potentially could be a 3-stock. Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, he was definitely setting it up.
Yeah, he was ready. He was ready for sure. But unfortunately not able to. It felt like a lot of work for 28%, but it would have looked really cool if it actually worked.
I think I wonder if he would have tried to go for a hammer after that. That's all.
Yeah.
Up till, you know, I'm just going to send it, see what happens.
Yeah, you hear the crowd popping off a little bit. That's classic Louisiana too. So, you know, shouts to RJ, one of the loudest Louisiana fans out there. I don't know if he's here tonight, but you know, they're all pretty loud. So, you know, if you're not wearing headphones, you might be cooked.
They're loud and they money match.
Yeah,
all the time.
They are fiends. They are ready. That explosive flame finally gonna kill. 83% though. That was some insane extra credit on that first stock from Blahfus.
Okay.
Unless we see a crazy,
no. Won't be saying much, but no. Served him up, didn't serve him out yet though.
Yeah, he said he got the steak and was like, no, it's raw, send it back.
Yeah.
He's like, no, send it back.
Where are my sides? I asked for mashed potatoes. Oh, my fault.
Yeah, this has chives. I asked for no on chives.
Uh-oh. Can we get back into this game, though, at 100%? This will be a major comeback. And that's how it started last time.
That is how it started last time. You know, definitely a little lower percent than last time, but that's still a scary situation you do not want to be a part of again. can't have lightning strike twice in that situation against you.
I don't think I like Zai's down tilt timing. It feels like he's seeing a lot of short hops, and he decides, you know what will beat that out? The grounded move. And I'm like, what?
The grounded move.
The one that slides straight across the ground while you're in the air. It's like, we gotta change that up a little bit.
Yeah, Blahfus changed it up a lot too. So, forcing a game 5 right here, and yeah, you could tell. Yeah, you hear the Louisiana crowd in the back. They loud. Where's the Houston people though? They're in the pool, bro. They drove further.
They're in the pool, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They said, I'm out of pools, but I'm in the pools. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good?
It's time for me to drown in pools and then drown in pools. That's wild.
Please don't drown in the actual pool of the Kalahari. We at the Kalahari.
Wear a life jacket. Don't go swimming at night by yourself.
If you cannot swim, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There is a lazy river for you. You can still touch the bottom if you fall out.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a couple little pools that are like 3 feet, so I'm sure you'll be fine. But one more set, little fist bump right there. Respect amongst both competitors, even if the crowd is a little wild. I really need to see after this set. I need to see if RJ's out here, because it wouldn't surprise me if it was RJ of all people. So
yeah.
But right now, this is game 5 for all the marbles. Tournament life on the line for both of these gentlemen. Are we going to see some magic happen on either side? Oh, wait a minute, okay. Okay, you want to know how my Game & Watch is not good? Because at that situation, I would have down through 9 immediately. I would have just gone for it. I'll gamble.
I mean, but if it hits, though.
Exactly, that's what I said.
We're stock up, and we look great. And everyone's like, the 9, they all go pop off for it. So I get you. He's trying to get creative and not play the chance time Game & Watch, but I like chance time Game & Watch.
Yeah, I want to hit the slots. You know what I mean? Always. Can't really do it here in Texas, so this is my only way, right?
Yeah.
But so far, once again, kind of starting off pretty well. Has 100% on to Zai right now. You get a berry. That's pretty much curtains, but careful with that landing. Oh, that barely didn't hit.
I'm very surprised also he did not.
He was going to explode from up there.
Yeah.
He was going to explode from up there.
So he hit the drift and he was DIing correctly at the same time. Good stuff right there from Zai. But we're looking for one stock to be taken right here, right now. And it could be from either side, just depending on the situation. Right now, it's closer to me and Zai losing that stock first. Oh, drop shield early.
That might have been a grab, actually.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah.
So that might have been
Smart.
a grab, yeah. Especially because dropped the bomb right in front of him, too.
Right.
So it was kind of like a low-hanging fruit, but, Blahfus was like, haha, gotcha, and has a pretty good lead right now. But again, Palutena can delete these Game & Watch stocks a little early. Can we get a Dukas combo? This is what we've seen before. Time and time again, and trying to find another big opening here. Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, we have got to stop the get up attacks when he's standing right there, though. Like, I feel like when he's doing bacon and he's a little too close, maybe. But, like, when he's standing directly at the ledge, that has not really been something that has helped out Zai yet. But, yeah, Blahfus, one more probably down. Oh, say down smash or way.
Oh, that's it.
Almost.
That's barely close.
Okay, trying to time that down smash. Now I'm looking for Bryce. Yeah, down smash, F smash definitely would have done it, but that was very close to get the back air to actually register.
Yeah, and even a fully charged down smash there will just send straight up, and it'll just kill him too. So, Explosive Flame, yeah, good stuff right there.
Uh-oh, watch out. There it is.
Get off me.
When you don't die, that's the activist splash right there. When they go around with the paint, they throw it on. Stop Big Pharma. All right, thank you. You're being very inconvenient right now.
Oh, my God. And
that's when you don't die. When you don't die.
When you don't die. But a 3-1 stock lead right now from Blahfus. Definitely cooking right now. Are we going to find a Game & Watch combo right here? No, not unfortunately. But 41%, definitely no slouch at all. Zai's going to have to make the comeback of his life right now just to get this game. He needs to get this first stock, though.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're getting A stock at all right now. I'm looking at this man's player cam. This is the eyes of a killer.
Oh, yeah, he's out here.
Okay, he tried. You know what? I needed it to be a 9 just for that exact moment.
For the culture.
The Kobe right there. The Jordan, he dunks it in, bro.
Yeah. Does lose that stock, You know, Blahfus is locked in, though. This is going to be a huge mountain for Zai to climb, but if anyone can do it, it definitely can be him. But Blahfus right now trying to find something just to get more damage. And every time that Zai touches Blahfus' shield, you know that Abyss coming out for more damage. The
Bro can't get down.
Yeah.
Bro can't land.
Can't land. We're stuck up here. Oh, man. Bacon setup. Ooh. That's crazy. That is killer walking right there. That is the walk.
What was he looking for? From like a spot dodge and he just down smash after? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but right now, oh my God, this okay.
Wait,
I'm just saying, it could happen.
It's possible. He's kind of locked in right now. Can we get an up tilt or an up air for the stock maybe? Oh
Okay.
no, we might even get a chance. Okay, just barely living that. You're living on borrowed time for sure. Tries to cook that bacon a little more. Puts himself lower. You know, I kind of like that idea. Blahfus going to reset the situation. But that short range, explosive flame.
Yeah. Can you find something right here? The
No,
back air gonna do it. And that's gonna be it. And you hear the pop up from the crowd. Blahfus, Houston in day 2 of Low Tide City, the last one at that, sending Zai and part of